Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be making a guide for Stellar Ascent Phase 1. Some of these higher floors are a little bit challenging. Now the number one tip is level up your resonating level of your heroes as much as you can before you begin attempting, because your resonating level is going to apply to this Stellar Ascent. The other thing is join up with a teammate. I'm going to show you the solo teams. However, if you use these teams along with a teammate running the same kind of teams, you're definitely going to be able to clear it no problem, even if your resonating level is a bit lower than mine. So we're going to begin with difficulty floor 7, because this is when it starts to getting a little bit challenging. So here is going to be the team formation you're going to use for a solo clear of most of the stages. It's going to have Thador in front of Shmira and Rowan behind Shmira, because basically this is going to give Shmira enough energy to ultimate really early on into the match. Now for these Dead Tide warriors, you want to have the Mana Wake spell, because this is going to increase your damage output, which is really important for this specific floor 7, and then it will allow Shmira, there you go, so like 2 seconds in the match Shmira begins bursting and just going to begin shredding. And you're going to need Thador at plus 10 exclusive equipment to run this team, but hopefully you guys have that, or you can join up with a friend or guildmate who does have Thador. Alternatively, if you are not going to use Thador, I'm going to show you another option later on in the video for a different floor. Okay, so floor number 8, also going to be pretty simple. These earlier floors are not too tough. You can run the same team basically for all of these floors. Thador in front of Shmira, Shmira in front of Rowan. You can go for Lightheal spell if you're having survival issues, but Mana Wake spell should be getting the job done for a lot of these stages as well. And for the Dead Tide warrior on floor 7, it is important to have Mana Wake, because that damage is important. Otherwise, sometimes it can cause them to basically something happens with the Dead Tide warriors, which, like, yeah, even it works with the Lightheal spell, but basically Mana Wake is preferred. Okay, so next up we have a Brutus and Odie, floor 9. So we'll just go ahead and run it with the Lightheal spell, because Lightheal spell is going to keep your team alive for longer. And especially this stage, because you're going to have to wait for the Brutus to get rid of their invincibility, is probably going to be more value if you can keep your team alive for longer, and maybe a little bit more of a safer run. I don't know, like if you're seeing it here, yeah, it seems maybe this is a bit safer compared to Mana Wake for this team, for this floor specifically. And to show you another team formation that does really well into this Brutus floor, and also just in general for Stellar Ascent, this is a really strong team formation. Daimon in front of Shmira and Ludovic off to the side with the Lightheal spell, because what will happen is Ludovic's Everbloom fields are going to be below your entire team, and with the Lightheal spell for that additional protection, your whole team's just going to stall out. And if the opponent doesn't have high enough damage output from their team, you can freely run a team like this and basically just have all 3 allies standing right up until the end. So if the enemy doesn't have major burst, you can always think about running Daimon, Ludovic, Shmira combo. Okay, but now we're going to show you the different team formation, and we're going to show it on floor 10. Floor 10 is really tough because Indruses pack a big punch of damage. So this Thador, Shmira, Rowan team is not working for this comp. However, a team which is working is going to be with the Lightheal spell. That's at least what I ran. And I ran it with Callan. We're going to have Shmira over here, and then we're going to have Pandora. So Callan, Pandora, Shmira. So this is the alternative, basically, team you can bring into Stellar Ascent. If you don't have Thador, for example, built up, you can run this team instead, and it should also do well. We can show an example of it on some of the earlier floors, but for this floor specifically, this was the most free-to-play and consistent way of actually dealing with these enemies, because the Indruses hit hard otherwise, but Callan makes it a piece of cake. Okay, so for floor 11, we're going to want to run Shmira, Thador, Rowan again. So Rowan in the back. He's going to take the Bonnie debuffs right from the beginning, and he'll probably get blown up, but he'll do his job. And then you can run it probably with the Lightheal spell. Should be fine for this comp. And yeah, so this is really one of the top comps. However, you can try the Callan, Pandora, Shmira teams in these multiple floors, or even the Daimon, Shmira, Ludovic team. Obviously, that doesn't work for this floor, but like these are the basically 3 major team comps you want to try. Now, floor 12 is the hardest floor, and like, but the good thing is you're not going to get any like game-changing rewards on floor 12, just some gold and a title. You can clear it later on in the week when, like, you know, you have higher resonating level, and then probably even the Shmira Thador team would be able to clear it. But for right now, because we are at a lower resonating level, the only consistent team I found for floor 12 for right now is going to be Thador, Saida. So, like, you will kind of need Saida for right now because our resonating levels are lower. And then Rowan in the back. So, Thador, Saida, Rowan with the Lightheal spell. But there's some RNG involved in it as well, because like if Saida doesn't get off enough ultimates, that's going to be the problem. So yeah, it comes down to how many crits I guess the Alicets land. Yeah. So let's see what happens. I think this looks pretty good so far. We got off our second ultimate. So we just have to get off one more ultimate. We have a couple more lives to respawn from. Hopefully we can get off an ultimate right now. Okay, we don't, but if we can get it right now, it should still be fine, honestly. Yeah, there we go. So this shows you an example of even with Rowan, it is going to get the job done. Like the Alicets are not getting locked down by the blood spikes, but you're going to deal with the Baelrans and then finish off the Alicets. So it shows you that even with Rowan, this team can get the clear. So it is an overall effective team to run. Also, you can run this Thador, Saida, Rowan team in earlier stages and also clear it up. So anyway, guys, hopefully this video is helpful. Keep in mind that these are some, like, basically 4 of the top team combinations you can run for Stellar Ascent. You can pair up with a guildmate or a friend, and then each of you can run one of these teams, and you can have an even better chance of clearing. Or you can solo clear if your resonating level is high enough, like 311. You can easily solo clear all of these floors, or at least, very least, up to floor 10, which is really the important one, which is going to get you these resources, the manuals for leveling. So hopefully this is helpful. Let me know if there's any other team that worked for you in the comment section down below. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video and a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.